Hello, hello. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Sarah Jane Cruickshank and I live in Essex in the UK, and I'm a full-time mum who works from home, and I joined IML about 8 months ago. And the best thing that ever happened to me was the web analyzer, because it really suits my style of trading. I like to just, when I've got some time, go in, grab a few pips, get out and get on with my day. Okay, I'm not sort of one of these ones that gets into a trade and then waits for days for it to accumulate, or watches it for hours and hours and hours. So the web analyzer suits me very well. Now, I've been trialing and testing different strategies to see what works for me. And I have done, when I first started, I had no strategy at all. I literally waited for the cha-ching, I went in, I placed my trade, and then as soon as I got some pips, I got out, and that was it. I had no strategy whatsoever, right? And then I started to educate myself a little bit by watching people like Lee Allen, Val Grenville, Davin, all these people that are coming up with these incredible strategies using the indicators that are provided with the web analyzer. So I started to change my strategy a little bit, and I have come up with 3 rules that suit me and that make me the most profit. So let me just show you what my 3 rules are. Right, before I take a trade, I don't know if this is back to front or not, we'll see when it comes out. Before I take a trade, I always check forexfactory.com, and anything that is flagged red for that day, I tend not to take that trade, because whatever happens, it just seems to not go the way that the web analyzer is telling you it's going to go. It really doesn't stick to the rules. It just kind of is really random, and it will just go up or down, and it's red flagged for a reason. It's going to be very volatile. So I tend to just avoid those trades that come in. My second strategy is the candle at the time touching the Bollinger Band? Is it actually touching? Is it wicked it? Is it just, is it really, really close? If it is, then yes, that's a very good indication. My third one is the RSI indicator. If you are going for a buy, you want to make sure that it's under 30. If you're going for a sell, make sure it's over 70, because this shows you whether that trade is overbought or oversold, which means it's likely to go in the other direction where you can grab some pips. Right. I'm just going to see if I can share my screen. Share screen. Desktop. Oh, this is all funky. I've never done this before on a Zoom. Share screen. And I want to go to the web analyzer. No, that's not it. I've got to find it. Cars, all my things are over the top of it. No, that's that. There it is. There we go. Right. Right. So what I do is I remove anything that I don't like. So I've removed the stochastic, I've removed the MACD, and I just have kept the RSI and the Bollinger Bands. These lines around here are your Bollinger Bands, right? Now this trade was called, this is a USD JPY. Now Forex Factory, let's just check that. See, there's no major red flags on the USD or the JPY. There's one on the CAD today, but that's it. So actually the news is pretty good today. Sorry, there we go. So at the moment, this is a buy. Look, it is hit the Bollinger Band. It is smashed through the Bollinger Band. The RSI is right down here. So yes, of course, I would jump into this trade, because look, there's no doubt that this is going to go up now. Okay, so these are your Bollinger Bands. This is your RSI. But you can see how clean and streamlined I like my web analyzer to look. I tried to do all of these rules that all these other traders are using, but to be totally honest with you, I wasn't having as much success putting all these indicators in and looking at all these different things as I was keeping it so simple with these 3 rules. Now the other thing that I've stopped doing, which seemed to be hindering me quite a lot, was when a trade like this come in, I'd go and get my indicator tool and I'd pop it on. Let's see if I can get this to work. Long position, I'd pop it on here and I'd put in here in my settings that I would like a 5 pip take profit, and I was putting in that I'd like a 15 pip take stop loss. Right, so I was doing that, and then I was putting these figures that it gives me into my MetaTrader 4. But what I was finding when I was doing this is that so many of my trades didn't have enough room to breathe if they were going to go up or down in the stop loss, and they were hitting stop losses and just stopping me out. And some of them I was finding that, you know, there was a lot more profit to be had than the 5 pips. So now what I do, now I don't recommend you don't put in stop losses, because obviously we've got to protect our money and make sure that you've got proper risk management. But I am physically sitting here watching them on my phone as we do it, okay? So I am in complete control of my trades. As I take a trade, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't want it. As I take my trades, let me just make this a bit bigger, I physically watch them. When it comes in, if all my 3 rules are met, then I will take my trade on my MetaTrader 4 app on my phone. I will watch that trade, and if it starts to go into profit, I look at the chart again and I see if it's going to keep going or whether it's going to turn. And if it's taken a nice little profit and it looks like it's going to turn, then I just close it and I take that profit. If it's starting to go in the wrong direction, I leave it. For as long as I've got time to do it, I leave it, because a lot of the times they will go down quite into your stop loss before they turn and take your profit. So I will watch that, and then it's down to me, my personal responsibility, whether I think this is never going to turn, or I'm going to give it a few more pips before I actually, you know, I'll wait and I'll turn and I'll take the profit. Because at the moment I've got lots of trades running, and some of them are starting to go into a loss, but I've been checking the charts and they are due to turn. Now, if I'd have put a stop loss in for these, I probably would have been stopped out on most of these, but I'm not, because I'm watching them. Now, the only time I will put a stop loss and a take profit in is if I go to bed and I can't watch them, or if I go shopping and I can't watch them, or if I'm doing something with children and I can't physically watch them and keep an eye on them. Then it's a brilliant idea to put in your take profit and your stop loss to protect your trade. But if I am physically sitting here and I'm watching that, then let me just go back to normal TV. If I'm physically sitting here and I'm watching that, there's no reason for me to panic and put in take profits and stop losses, because I'm watching it. If it goes too far into what I don't like, then I can close it. It's up to me. It's my choice. But I like to be in control of my trades. I don't like to have set something that, you know, is going to stop me out, whether actually I could have, you know, probably grabbed some good pips out of that. So this is what I'm doing now. This is what I have been working on over the Christmas and New Year. I haven't traded over Christmas and New Year because they are telling us that it's bad time to trade. Don't trade. People, you know, the markets are all over the place over Christmas and New Year. So I just avoid them and I don't trade. But now that we're back on track, it's the 8th of January, I'm back and trading, and the web analyzer is just incredible. And what with the new crypto web analyzer coming as well, things are just going to get incredibly exciting. So I just wanted to give you an update on how I'm doing, what I'm doing, how I'm now moving forward with the web analyzer. And I don't mean any disrespect to any of those other traders who have got these incredible strategies and they are working for them. But I found myself that keeping it really simple actually is working much better for me. I'm a simple girl. I like it simple. And at the end of the day, the web analyzer is a scalping tool. And when it comes to scalping in trading, lots of these rules go out the window anyway. You know, you don't have to look at all these thousands of indicators to go in and grab a couple of pips. Okay, it's literally, is it going in the right way? Is it going to turn? Yes, great, grab the pips. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. This is how I'm moving forward. So far today, I've had, let me look at my history, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trades in the blue. 12 trades profit of what I'm doing. It's working. It's working for me. So obviously past profits do not guarantee future profits. We're all professionals here. We do understand how trading works. But I wanted to share with you how I'm getting on, what I'm doing, and how it's working for me. So thank you very much. Good luck with your trading. Good luck with the web analyzer. You know, just use your own strategies. Test your own things. Try indicators that work for you. Find what works for you. And enjoy it and have fun. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.